What's up, guys? It's your boy Danboy back with another video. As you all know, TBC has been leaked and it might be coming out in May. So we're of course going to start looking at some more general stuff on TBC. What can you invest in right now to make your money back when TBC comes? What's going to save you money and so forth. So stay tuned on the channel and I'll try to guide you as best possible way. The first thing we're going to talk about is, of course, materials you should buy right now. The first thing we're going to talk about is, of course, jewel crafting. Jewel crafting will be a new profession introduced with the Burning Crusade, and a lot of people will be leveling this up from scratch, meaning that buying the materials right now, as you can see on the right side, the tiger's eyes, the bars, the stones, primarily the gems themselves, as you can see I'm buying here, is a great profit for you in the future. Also, if you already know you're going to be leveling jewel crafting, you might as well get all these materials on the right side, because these are the ones you're going to need to level from 1 to 300 once you can get jewel crafting. So that can save you some money as well if you buy all the materials needed to level your own jewel crafting before TBC hits. Personally, I've only picked the gems myself, which I've been buying up as much as possible. Of course, I'm using TSM, and you can make a nice list that scans for the stuff you want to search for. And then I always only buy it when it's under 100% of the market value. Another thing to note is that as a jewel crafter, you get the benefit of unique equipped gems. As you can see here on the left, you can use one blue socket, one red socket, and one yellow socket. And these gems are actually, they're of course unique equipped. You can only have one of each color. But the gems are best in slot gem-wise till Sunwell. So you get huge value from these gems. And on top of that, the min-maxers in PvE will be abandoning their professions to pop these awesome gems into their biz gear, and then they will level back, let's say, leatherworking to get their drums again, etc. So they can really min-max their stats and their damage. So buying these materials will definitely be of great profit to you in TBC. The next materials we're going to talk about is for leatherworking. As you can see, I've been buying a lot of rugged leather, in general just leather. And leatherworking will be the next biz profession in TBC, at least. It hasn't been used that much in Classic. But leatherworking is going to be awesome because of drums. So as you can see here on the right, basically drums is an on-use item. The best one is called Drums of Battle, and increases melee range and spell haste rating on nearby party members by 80 and lasts for 30 seconds. Drums can be used while shapeshifted. So what is going to happen in a PvE raid scenario is that if you're in a real min-max raid, everybody in the raid is going to have leatherworking, so you can basically have a mini heroism / bloodlust up at all times that increases your haste by 80 in the group, and you're basically just going to be rotating the drums. So the first guy pops his, then the next guy after the 30 seconds duration, etc. And that's how it's going to go. The drums only have a 2-minute cooldown, so in theory you only need 4 out of 5 people in every group to have leatherworking, so they can have drums up 100% of the time. But we don't know if Blizzard will change this or what's going to happen, but we'll see. As for what materials you should buy for TBC, it is of course all sorts of leather: light leather, medium leather, heavy leather, thick leather, and rugged leather. These are the 5 things I've been buying myself. As for the remaining materials to level leatherworking to 300, I would suggest you buy the remaining stuff so you have the right amounts to level your own leatherworking. But just watch the prices before you start buying all this stuff. Anyway, the last thing we're going to talk about is tailoring with TBC, a new craftable set for warlocks and mages will come into place and will actually be pre-raid biz, which means getting as many tailoring alts now before TBC and leveling them up when TBC comes out will gain you a great profit in the start, because the demand is going to be super high for these cloths versus the supply. And also do note, they have a 92-hour cooldown to craft one, but you can, if you have a level 60 character, your alt, you can go to Shatra and you can do a quick quest, and then you will actually craft 2 pieces at a time every cooldown. The sets that are going to be crafted with this cloth is, first of all, Spellstrike Hood and Spellstrike Pants. Gives you a chance when your harmful spells land to increase the damage of your spells and effects by 92 for 10 seconds. For mages, it's going to be, the second set is going to be the Spellfire set. Spellfire Robe, Gloves and Belt, which increases spell damage by up to 7% of your total intellect. And for Warlocks, you're going to be using the Shadow's Embrace set, which has a chest, shoulders and boots as well. This set has a chance to heal you for 2% of the damage you deal. As for how long it's going to take you to make your set, if you are a Warlock or a Mage, I have made this simple Excel spreadsheet where you can see how much you need. For Warlocks, you need 20 spellcloth for the first set and 26 for the second set. The same applies to Mages, it's just a different set, as you can see down here. Either way, as mentioned, the cooldown on Spell/Shadowcloth is 92 hours, which amounts to 3.8 days approximately, which means if you only craft one piece every cooldown, it would actually take you half a year, 176 days. But if you get the specialization, you have that down to 88 days. Say you make tailoring on, let's say, probably the average would be maybe 3 characters that are 60, everybody has now. That would reduce it to 44 days, and with them all being specialized in making cloth, you would get down to 29 days. So a month to make your own set. In terms of gold, 46 pieces in a month. If you have 3 characters that are all specialized in making cloth, you could make a very decent amount of gold. This is definitely the go-to set for casters, both Warlocks and Mages. Only Fire and Arcane Mages, not Frost, but Fire is the most used spec in TBC as far as I could see in my research. So 46 pieces every month, and you're probably gonna have a super high demand for the first 1 to 3 months, I would assume. So you could make a lot of gold by making these 3 tailor alts. On top of that, it is a super easy passive income to have by just making cloths every 3.5 days on your 3 characters. Anyways, to sum it up, what I am buying currently is the following lists. Medium leather, Malachite. I'm also buying Skullflame shields because Paladins most likely will be the new AoE farm meta once we get to TBC, and Skullflame shields stacks 1-to-1 on its heal effect with spell power. So Skullflame shields could be a good gamble as well. I have 3 myself for 150 gold each. I've already made gold on them, but don't take my word on this one, but I'm assuming it's going to be really good because there's nothing alike in TBC for Paladins. On top of that, we have some golden Samsam, star rubies, rug leather, all these kind of gems that we talked about earlier. And last but not least, we have the relic coffer keys. These are used in BRD, Blackrock Depths, in the coffer room. And the reason why I've been buying these is because you can stealth in there if you have a rogue, and you can get these bag of gems, so you can get materials for jewel crafting. So buy these things now. Remember to buy them under 100% market price. Don't buy them overpriced or anything like that. And just stack up on this stuff. Personally, I've spent around 2.5k gold now, and I have at least 1,000 of each leathers, etc. I just need to get some more gems. And I hope this will at least make me 2 or 3 times the money back. But only time can tell. The last thing to remember is that you should make some tailoring alts, so that once TBC releases and you're 70 on your main, you can get these tailoring alts to max skill, and then you can spam some cloth cooldowns and make some easy passive gold, the best kind of gold there is. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, a like and a sub down below would be greatly appreciated. You can also find me on Twitch if you're interested in that. Link is in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a damn great day.